Today we're going to be going to the emails. The emails, again, my source of constant inspiration in this life of boring mediocrity that so many of you seem to be living because you haven't become bulldogs yet. And we're going to be talking about a guy and a gal, a guy who likes to run and a gal who likes to run with him and show him the tattoo underneath her breast. And he wants to know, what does this mean? Why is she doing this? Especially when she has a boyfriend. If you guys are just joining me for the first time, I'm John from BulldogMindset.com. On this channel, I teach you how to be a man. That's right, I do. And if you're wondering, do you need to learn how to be a man? Yes, you do. And so I teach you how to be a man. I teach you how to build financial independence, how to get the physique you want, how to get the girls that you want, not just the ones that want you, and how to go from the victim mindset to the bulldog mindset. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, getting that bulldog mindset. So make sure to click that subscribe button if that sounds like something you're interested in. Also, click up here in the cards to get the bulldog quiz. Take that bulldog quiz, take all 10 questions and give me some answers, and I'm going to give you a bulldog score, and I'm going to tell you whether you're a bulldog or not. All right, I'll be honest with you, just like I am on this channel. Also, there's a link below if you don't want to click in the card for some reason, and you can share your score in the comments section below. All right, guys, so we're going to just jump right into the email here. I'm not going to reveal the name or the email address of this gentleman because he has asked me not to do so. I think this is okay. Running Buddies, that's the title of it. He says here, "Hey John, I love your videos. I do have a story to tell you regarding a girl in my English class. I ask that if you plan on making a video, you do not mention my name and do not show my email address on the screen." Okay, so far so good. I don't see any violations of that. All right, we're good. Just making sure here. All right, don't sue me, bro. All right. So he says, "I guess some background about me that I'm a sophomore in college. I have had sexual relationships in the past, so I'm not oblivious when it comes to women." Okay, good. "Being attracted to this girl, I made an effort to sit next to her, to be partners with her in class activities, and to talk to her after class. All of our conversations have gone well as we both have an interest in outdoor activities. There was some giggling and flirting going on, so these were definitely not dry conversations. After a week or so of doing this, I decided to ask her if she wanted to go running together because she told me she likes to go running. She enthusiastically said yes, and we went together that next week." Okay, so just a couple things here, just a few small notes to break down here. He said that, he made an effort to sit next to her, be partners with her in class activities, talk to her after class. So the only thing I would say about this, okay, is that this might seem like a good idea. And it is to some degree, right? So you see an attractive girl in class, you try to sit next to her. Good. That's good. All right. Maybe try to do an activity with her. Okay. That's good. And if you're talking to her after class, and this is what I'm going to highlight here as I'm going to get down into this video, because this is what creates these points of confusion here. And I talked about this just in the previous video I recorded today about the friend zone thing, but you have to make it clear from the start of an interaction of what type of interaction it is, right? So be unambiguous. The problem is the longer that you go on without the interaction turning into a romantic direction, okay, into a sexual direction, the harder it is to make that U-turn, right? So a lot of you guys, again, I'll go off on a tangent here. You go on dates with girls because you tell me, and then you're like, oh yeah, it was really going well. We talked about all these things. And then at the end of the night, I tried to kiss her and she did one of these dodge moves. Okay. So, and then I never heard from her again. The problem with those interactions is that you were setting it to a platonic tone from the very beginning. You didn't have a very sexual tone from the beginning. So it even starts back when you message the girl, right? Let's say you're going to go out on a date with the girl. When you message her before the date, when you're setting it up, what is your tone? What is your playful? Are you saying things that can be maybe interpreted in a sexual manner? Don't get me wrong, okay? Don't be crass. Okay, because I see some of you guys being crass and you're like, look, did I do good, John? And I'm like, no, you don't say that kind of stuff to a lady. Like, you know what I mean? Women want to be treated like they're classy, but they want to have that hint of sexuality, that you're a guy that's not afraid to express his sexuality, to talk about that, but not in a crass way. Does that make sense? So when you're texting from the initial to just to set up the date, you should be saying some things that are going to make her blush a little bit, make her giggle a little bit. That's a little bit fun. That's flirtatious. That indicates that you're a man. You might ask her about, is she a good kisser, right? We'll see about that. Anything that's going to set that tone and direction. And then when you meet her, right, you need to now also continue with that. Put your arm on her shoulder. You know what I mean? Don't sit across from her at a restaurant. Sit next to her. Put your hand on her leg, appropriately when the time is right. She's laughing. She's want to show you something on her phone, or you want to show her something. You get her to lean in, or you lean in. That's a good time to put your arm around her, put your hand on her knee, something like that. You see what I'm saying? You're making these moves, and then maybe hopefully you're kissing her before you even are ending the night. And then now you've established it from the very beginning, right? A lot of you guys, again, you go out with a girl for like 2 or 3 times. You've never done anything sexual with her at all. And now you're wondering why she's lost interest, why she's not interested in you as a man, okay? And she wants to be your friend, perhaps. Or she says, I just don't feel the spark. It's because you didn't create the spark, right? I was talking to one girl that was asking me about this, and I was like, it's a man's job to create the spark. She's like, I think it just happens naturally. I'm like, it feels like it happens naturally, right? When the guy's interested and he creates a spark because he knows what he's doing. But it feels to you like it just happened naturally. It didn't happen naturally. I mean, there's some element to the whole chemistry thing, but really, if the guy's not taking the action, it's not going to occur. So you have to be that. They call it man to woman. You have to establish, this is where I'm interested. This is what I want, is I want you in a romantic way. I want to get to know you more intimately, like things like that. Again, you don't necessarily have to spell it out, but you might need to if you're having trouble communicating that. So this could have been a video right here. So, but we're gonna go in. We're gonna dive into this email a little bit deeper here. So let's see. So okay, so he invited her for a run. Good. That's good. I think that's good. Another activity might have been better, just because the dynamics of a run. Again, I guess I'll just slightly tangent here. If you go on a run with a girl, you're gonna be all sweaty. I mean, he's saying he didn't get sweaty here, but it's gonna make it really difficult unless you've set things up where you're gonna go back and take a shower or something like that. I mean, I'm not sure if you got the balls to do that. If you do, good. But if you don't have the balls to do that, think about things. Think about how things are going to go afterwards. What are you going to do after the run, right? Have a plan. What are you going to do after the run? How are you actually going to escalate and advance things? Are you going to, give her a sweaty kiss? I don't know. That doesn't. That's the problem there. So right. Okay. So he says both of us had a great time on the run. I'll be honest, I did not get the best workout. Oh man, this is goes on a run with the girl as a date, is upset because he didn't get the best workout. You're a bulldog, man. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck this girl. She screwed up my fucking workout. What a bitch. All right. So I'll be honest, I did not get the best workout, and I'm convinced she did not either. Okay. Well, you could remedy that situation, my friend. Neither of us really sweating. That's because we're having some fun goofing around with each other. We also stop for a bit to look at a display we have on campus. After the run, we talked for a bit, and she showed me a tattoo under her breast. Okay. Did not really expect that. Neither did I. After that, we decided to get some soda, and unfortunately, her roommate came along. Not gonna lie, I was a little upset that I did not get anything from her, but it was our first time hanging out, so I figured I should not stress out about it. So, okay, a few things here, just minor things, I would say. I mean, that's good. You're flirting with her, whatever. Stop to look at some things. She's like, hey, do you want to see a tattoo under my breast? And she's like, and you're like, yeah. And then she just, lifts up her shirt and is like, there's my breast, and there's a tattoo that's under it. I don't know. I'm not sure how that goes down, but probably you should have been like making some moves there. I mean, here's, you finish the run, you're not super sweaty. Maybe now you go for a walk with her, grab her hand, right? Or something like that, or put your arm around her, go and stop and look at this thing. And then while you're looking at this, look out into the ocean or whatever it is, or look, and then turn to her and just look at her in the eye, like, turn her head and be like, wow, you have really lovely eyes. I could get lost in them. And then brush her hair out of her face, and then you're moving in and you're kissing her, right? That's like, you got to escalate to to that level. You got to do something to escalate that, right? There's multiple ways that you could do that, but she would at least grabbing her hand, doing something, right? Putting your arm around her, something to escalate that interaction. Otherwise, it's just friends going out for a run. You don't want to leave it at friends going out for a run. Next, with the soda thing, I think that's fine. You know, the roommate comes along. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but maybe you tell her, because she probably said, oh, let me invite my roommate. And then maybe you would say, well, you know what? I think maybe just the two of us should go. I'd prefer if just the two of us went, you know. Or if she does invite the roommate, then you can use that as an opportunity to say like, oh yeah, and tell the roommate to like joke around. Now you can indicate clearly, tell the roommate, say you chaperone, you're the chaperone, and tell the roommate, say to the roommate, look, just make sure that she doesn't put her hands on me. Yeah, I know she's wanting to put her hands all over me. So your job is to just make sure there's no trouble here. I'm a good boy. I don't want to get in trouble, you know. So yeah. So that's what you're gonna do. Now you've set it up. If you say something like that, okay, now she knows what your interest level is. That's not friends. It's a romantic interest. Because why would you say that, right? You're making it clear. So use the opportunity. Like, you have to do this because you can't just assume that girls are afraid of rejection. Okay. So they're never going to assume that a guy likes them, right? I mean, a lot of times they know, but they're never going to make the full assumption. Whereas guys, they assume that if a girl even looks the direction, she must be attracted to them, right?
How about yours?
Oh my God, she smiled at me. She wants my dick.
Girls have to be careful to not even reply to a guy's message, because if she does, he's going to think that she must be attracted to him, right? Girls are the opposite way. So you guys have to understand this. So you have to make it clear. It may seem very clear to you, but you got to essentially spell it out like she's retarded. All right. That's just how it is. Okay. Because girls don't want to face that rejection. They want to be wrong. They're going to make sure that they're sure before they take a risk, for the most part. Okay. So, all right. The next day, I asked her if she was going away that coming weekend to see if she was available then. The reason why I felt I had to ask this first was because the past 2 weekends she did go away. She said she was because it was her boyfriend's birthday. Oh, didn't see that one coming, did you? Out of surprise, I told her I had no idea. No, don't say that. If a girl tells you about her boyfriend, just don't say I had no idea, okay? Instead, right after she's gone on a date with you, she's interested in you, instead just be like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then just carry on and just pretend like she didn't say it, and just don't acknowledge it, and then just carry on. That's it. That's the way to act, because she's testing. She wants to see what is your reaction. So she feels guilty, right? It's like the girl that's like wanting to cheat on her boyfriend. She wants to get caught. She just has this guilt that she wants to confess it to you, because here's what she wants. She wants to tell you, okay, so that she said it, and then she can do it. And then she doesn't feel guilty because it's your fault, because you knew she had a boyfriend and things just happened, and you knew because she told you. She got the guilt. She's transferring the guilt to you so she can feel guiltless, right? So the last thing you want to do is to be like, oh, I had no idea. Oh, like you just want to be like nonchalant, like it's not a big deal. Whatever, pass over it, so that now she said, now she's going to say, I told him I had a boyfriend. I told him. So if he does anything, it's on him. It's not on me. It's not my fault anymore. I'm just an innocent girl. Whatever. So that's how you play that. So, all right, let's see. She never mentioned this before. Why would she go running with me if she has a boyfriend? What do you think? I bet her boyfriend was not too happy about that, assuming he knew what happened. So, first of all, he didn't know what happened, okay? And second of all, why would she do that? Why do you think she would do that? Well, because she is what, I don't like to use some of these terms, but it's called monkey branching. So she's trying to make sure that she doesn't get left without a guy, right? A lot of women act this way. So she's wanting to break up with her old boyfriend, but she's waiting to see that she's got something better that she can grab on. You're the better. So congratulations, you're the better. Okay. Just make sure you be the better and keep being the better. And then you can facilitate that transition. She's going to leave him. She's going to go to you. Okay. That's how it works. She doesn't want to be left without a branch. Okay. That's a whole monkey branch concept. All right. And that's what's happening here is she's monkey branching to you. You are the new guy. Good job. Congrats. But just be wary that she's going to monkey branch to someone else at some point. So, it's it's your turn, I guess. As much as I dislike that phraseology. All right. So she never mentioned this before. Why should you go running with me? She has a boyfriend. I bet her boyfriend's too happy. Okay. She told me that she does not get to see him often and that he goes to another school. Ding. Okay. She's trying to break up with him. That's why she's telling you that. Okay. And that's the whole deal, right? She's trying to break up with him. On that Friday, her boyfriend came to visit. Okay. So when I was walking to class, I saw her say bye to him outside the building where our class is. After recognizing her from a distance, I did a full 180. I can see that, and walked the other way to class. I understand this may be considered a beta move, as Jesse Lee Peterson would say. You're beta. But that's what I ended up doing. I will mention that even after those awkward events, we are not awkward in front of each other. In fact, she acts the same way around me and still wants to hang out. She still wants to hang out. So good. I mean, I don't really care that it's a weird situation. I mean, she just said goodbye to her boyfriend. I feel like if you go up to her right then, she's going to be like wondering, is he still around watching? It's going to be kind of a weird interaction. So yeah, I don't think that was the time to really go and talk to her after she just said bye to her boyfriend. Okay. So I think you're fine. I'm not worried about that. The fact that she's still interested means you better make a move fast here, because she's going to put you in the friend zone real quick here if you don't do something. So to be honest, I don't really know what this means. Okay. She could be using me. I hope not. She could generally want to be friends, or she could be interested in me. Okay. I know that it's not common for people to cheat on their spouses with their running partner. You're not exactly her running partner. You went for a run with her, okay? But I also asked her to go running again because I was curious how she would respond. Like last time, she enthusiastically said yes. Okay, you don't want to become her running partner. Let me change it to that. I'm curious to know what you think as far as why she wants to hang out and what I should do. Thanks for your YouTube content. So helpful, one of your subscribers. Okay, so a couple things here. All right, so let's talk about the fact that you don't know what this means, right? There's three things you said. One, she could be using me, right? That was the first one. She could be using me, okay? She could generally want to be friends, or she could be interested in me. So what do I tell you guys, right? This is the problem with playing it safe, guys. You don't know. Is she using you? Does she want to be friends with you, or does she desire you, right? I said, girls either want something or they want something from you. Okay, they either want you or they want something from you. Okay, you got to figure out which one. How do you figure out which one? It's how you start the interaction. Okay, if you have a girl that wants to be friends with you, let's say, all right, and then you try and kiss her when you go running, and she does one of those dodges. She's like, oh, not like that. Like she's not responsive, or you try to grab her hand, you try to put your arm around her, and she's giving you the message there. Okay, she's telling you no. Okay, but even before then, right? You should. If you're going to invite a girl out to go for a run, that's pretty ambiguous, right? Like I said, did you text her something flirty? Did you say something to make it clear that you're romantically interested in her, right? Think about it, right? If you're going to invite her out for a run, then maybe you should invite her out for a run, and then we'll go grab a drink afterwards. Or you say something that is like, before you invite her out for a run, you say something like, I bet you would look really cute in your running outfit. So bring your best running outfit. I bet you would look really cute, or you'd look really sexy in your running outfit, in nothing but a pair of running shoes. How about something like that? You see what I'm saying? Again, I'm not saying be crass. I already talked about this, but playful, but in a sexual way, so that she's now going to know if she goes running with you. Even if you said something as mundane as, I bet you look really cute or really hot. Let's say really hot. I bet you'd look really hot in a running outfit. Okay. Now, okay, if she goes running with you, she knows what she's getting into. So if she agrees to go running with you and you've said, I bet you'd look hot in a running outfit, she knows, you know where you stand. She knows where you stand. Now, she could still be using you to some degree. That's possible, but she's certainly not interested in you as a friend, because no girl is stupid enough to go running with a guy that she's not romantically interested in after he's just made a pass, after he just said, I bet you'll look really hot in a running outfit. Do you understand what I'm saying? So guys, this is the whole message. The reason why I made this video on this email is because I want you to realize that you have to figure this stuff out. You don't want to be in our friend here's situation where he's confused, where he's like, I don't know what this means. She could be using me. She could want to be friends, or she could be interested in me. You don't want to be in that situation. You want to be in the situation where you know. That's why, again, like a lot of you guys are afraid to face rejection, so you try to slip in the back door in the friend zone, right? And that's not a good plan. It's a very, very bad plan. Instead, you need to be upfront, right? You need to very quickly tell a girl that you are attracted to her. You could be smooth about it, okay? You could be direct about it. Whatever you choose to do is fine as long as you make that indication. And sometimes, if you're really good, you don't even need to say anything. It's just how you look. You give her that look. You know what I mean? Or you wink, or it's how you interact with her, or a touch. Those things are going to indicate, hey, this is not a PG movie. This is not a PG movie anymore. Okay. So, if you want to, refund your ticket, now's the time to refund your ticket, babe, because we're going out of PG zone. Okay. This is going to be at least a PG-13. All right. This is what you have to indicate. If you can't indicate that, you're going to be stuck. You're going to be in this question. You're always be wondering, I don't know what the girl, if she's interested in me or not. Okay. Now, the downside of this is that when you are direct like that, when you do make it known that you are a man that is sexually interested in a woman, you will face rejection more, okay? Because she will have to reject you, but you want to force her to reject you, okay? When you're like, you're a cool person, I'd like to get to know you better. She might be like, sure, you could be my friend. She might say that in her head. She might not even say it to you. You're not going to get rejected as much because you're safe. You're not going to get rejected. You're a guy that's bold, that says what he wants. She's going to be interested, or she's not going to be interested. If she's not interested, okay, she's going to tell you because she has to. Because if she doesn't, if she goes on the run with you after you've said, I bet you'd look hot in your running outfit, okay, or I bet your running outfit's really hot, or whatever you say, then she knows that she is basically making a choice. She's telling you that she's interested as well. So she has to reject you at that point. She'll say, yeah, I'm not really interested in you like that. Or no, I'm too busy, or I have a boyfriend, right? Then that's fine. But what's happening in this situation, I would assess from this, my friend, is that she's interested in you. She's trying to monkey branch you. She wants to break up with her boyfriend. She's looking for a new guy. But you gotta quickly make the moves. You gotta quickly go and make it clear that you are interested in her romantically. So stop going on running dates, okay? Go take her out to grab a couple of drinks or something like that. Or, you know what I mean? Take a walk on the beach, something where you're going to be holding her hand, where you're going to be interacting with her, and you're going to go and try and kiss her, put the moves on her, right? You need to make this really, really clear at this point. Right now, what's happened is, the further down you go down this path, like I said from the beginning, of a platonic relationship, which you've gone pretty far down this path at this point, okay, the harder it is to make that U-turn, right? You want to, whatever you establish things on, that's what it's going to be, right? It's very hard for that U-turn to happen. So right now, you better stop where you're at right now, okay? You've got to get that turned around. Guys, if you want more advice like this, right? I didn't mention it before, but make sure you join the Bulldog Mindset membership. I've got a link down below where you can get in for the first month for $7, and you're not going to regret it, guys, because this is the kind of stuff I talk about in there. I give you step-by-step guides on how to, for example, I'm telling this unnamed emailer in this video that he should physically escalate, but I didn't say how to, because I can't put that on YouTube. If I put a YouTube video out telling you how to physically escalate an interaction with a female, YouTube is not going to like it. Okay, I can tell you right now, it's not going to stay up here. So that is behind the Bulldog membership. If you join, like I said, $7, I've got a live Q&A every month. We have a Facebook forum, a Discord server. We're always adding new stuff, book club, you name it, like everything that you need to become the kind of man that is able to get what he wants out of life. And we're just talking about dating stuff here. I mean, the business side of it, teaching you how to build a business, how to invest in real estate, how to get your finances right, get your career to the next level. And then the fitness side, how to get jacked, how to get ripped, how to become that guy that women actually that they actually want, they desire. So go guys and check it out. $7. Just click the link below. And yeah. I hope you guys got something good out of this. And remember, like I said, if there's one thing I'll tell you out of this, all right, that you should have learned from this, which is that make your intentions clear at the beginning. You don't want to be like our friend here and wonder, what does this mean? Okay? You want to make it clear. You want to make it clear what your intention is. You can be smooth about it or you can be direct about it. I don't care, but just make it clear. Make sure she knows why you are inviting her to go for a run. Okay, it's not because you need a new running buddy and you need a friend. Okay, it's because you have plans and you want to know her better in a man to woman way. That's it.